Okay, great. Here we go. Hi, Paul Slackett, Good News Broadcast, speaking to Seth Mendelson. Hi, Seth. How are you?
Good. How you doing today?
Okay, good. You're a group editorial director and publisher of the McFadden Communications Retail Trade Publishing Group, which includes Pet Business, Pet Aisle, Pet Elite, Pet Business Magazine. There's a ton of stuff, once again, that you're involved with. You like pets, right?
Yeah, I grew up with them. We at one point had quite a few in my household. My mom was a breeder of Yorkies, Shih Tzus, and Maltese.
Wow.
And I grew up with pets, and I still have one. I actually found my last pet on a highway in suburban New Jersey about in 1986. I had her for 17 years, and now my new guy I've had for 7 years, and he's a Westie, and he's a real big part of our family. The kids love him, my wife loves him, I love him, everybody loves him.
Sounds good to me. Good news right there. Fundamental rules to bringing home a new pet. Okay. What are they? What are some to consider?
Make sure that everybody wants it. Holiday time is a great time to bring a pet into the family. You don't have to necessarily surprise the kids on Christmas Day, but maybe a few days before, say, hey, guess what? We're getting ourselves a dog or a cat, and make sure that it's the right time. The kids are old enough, and they don't have to be that old, but they have to be mature enough for whatever age they're at that they're going to be great pet owners. And that goes for yourself too, for the adults too. You understand what comes with a pet. You got to walk them, you got to feed them, you got to maintain them. It costs some money, but it doesn't cost that much money. And I think a pet provides years and years of enjoyment if you treat it the right way. It's very important, though, to educate your kids about what's about to happen. That you got a new being coming into your house, and that they're going to be responsible to some degree for the care of this animal. So I recommend that people definitely go to read books or magazines, DVDs or any other kind of video to get some education. One thing I found, I was in Kmart last week, and I saw the Dora Love Puppy line, which is a new pet product that helps. It comes with Dora the Explorer, which is a very popular TV character, and it helps to explain pet ownership for a younger kid, kids in the younger age group, and what they need to do and what the upside of pet ownership too. So it's a great way of educating the kid, and a fun way of educating the kids.
Is there some Spanish in that book?
I believe there is some Spanish, a Spanish version to it, and if they want to go that way, I think they have a product that is for Spanish-speaking people.
I love Dora.
It's a great thing. Yeah, my kids watched it. They're getting a little bit older now, but they watched it, and it's a great vehicle, I think.
Dora and Diego. Well, I have my grandchildren.
How many grandchildren?
I have two, but my grandson, we are big, and I think Dora is a great show. It's very positive. It's very good for self-esteem. It's a wonderful taking a moment to evaluate situations.
Yeah, exactly. Now you transfer the information there over to the pet ownership, and it makes it that much more valuable.
But you got to watch out for the swiper.
Right, exactly.
Swiper's not a dog. Swiper's like a fox, right?
Yeah, that's my kid. They know better than I do.
I'm an expert because my grandson's only 3, so I'm there watching it with him. So talk a little bit more, because it is a pretty big deal by far when you bring in an animal, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it should be a big deal. It's a living being, and it's something that you got to take care of. So it's very important that you go out there and find the right foods, the right maintenance. Whether it's a groomer or you're grooming them yourselves, the dogs or cats, you got to get them toys too. You got to keep them occupied. Dogs. My dog's sitting right next to me sleeping right now, but he's up 6-7 hours a day, I think, and he wants to be occupied.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it, and so there's toys scattered throughout my house here that he plays with at his convenience. But yeah, you got to go out there and make sure you're doing everything you can to provide for it, just like you would your kid. And part of that is pet-proofing your home. There's certain things that you don't want the dog or cat to get into: chemicals, plants, small toys that they can bite up and digest and cause problems there. So you got to make sure that you have a safe environment for the animal, just like you would for yourself, of course, and for your children.
We have dogs all around this office space here as well, and it's very therapeutic, I think, to have an animal in your presence.
I love it. I think it's, I've always had a dog, and I hope I always do have a dog. I hope this guy sticks around for a long time than I have now. But it really is, It's funny, you go into a dentist's office or, medical office, and very often they have aquariums, and, people say that just by staring at them, you kind of calm down. It takes you down, and it is therapeutic. And I think that's the same for virtually any animal. I don't know about snakes or something. That may not be. That might be a little too risque for me. But certainly dogs and cats, they become part of the family. They hang with you. And my dog, he doesn't go upstairs till I go upstairs. And then he gets a spot on the bed, and he's very comfortable. And it's very natural now with him. So that's where we stand.
It's all good. All right. And so also, doesn't hurt to have a special place in the house for your dog?
Especially when a dog is new, you may want to create an area where you put a cage in there that they can go into when they want to get away, or maybe at night when you're still training them. It's good to do that. As time goes on, they'll find their own place. You just got to make it comfortable for them. My dog, again, he has his bed, and he goes there when he's tired, and he disappears for a little bit. Interestingly, sometimes you can't. I come home. I play a lot of tennis. I come home 10 o'clock at night. He's nowhere to be found. I'm like, where is it? Where is he? Where is he? He turns out he's in some closet someplace. He finds his little den. He makes a little bed for himself, and he's very comfortable there.
The holiday season, is that a good time to introduce? And is it a time that a lot of people do give a pet as a gift?
Yeah, is it a good time? It's a hectic time. You got to be a little careful. But that's why the education is so important. A lot of people do it. It makes sense. Obviously, giving gifts. It's winter time, and obviously people inside more often. You got to be a little bit careful. You got to educate them. You got to educate the family. That's why that door line is so important.
Okay, super duper. Last question. What's good news for Seth?
Good news for Seth is life is good. I appreciate the fact that I have a dog that my whole family loves, and he's really part of our household, and he brings a lot of joy to us.
Okay, Seth, thank you very much. Congratulations. Have a great holiday season.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.